Welcome. It's Domain Day from cheapwinefounder.com. And we have a couple wines this week we're going to do for Mother's Day. The first one is a Mimosa Special. Found a test bed so you can get your skills down before Sunday. And I even put a link from Delish magazine on 52 different mimosa recipes and photographs of how it's supposed to look so you can do your thing. And this one is $5.99. Trader Joe's Blanc de Blanc Brut. Sparkling wine from France, of all places, for less than $6 sparkling wine. We first did this wine back in 2013. I did a review for it on the cheapwinefounder.com website. And it was bang for the buck, and it still is. It's not complicated, but it tastes good. And it has that kind of acidity that is inviting, that gets you to want to take the next sip and the next sip. And that's something I like. And it happens more in white wine than red wine, but any wine that invites you to take another sip and actually tastes good, that's a good wine. At least it's got that going for it. I'm going to take a sip here. It's French bubbly. I don't know too much about it. They don't say what grapes were used. Blanc de Blanc means white wine from white grapes. You know, Blanc de Blanc sounds better. It's French, but white wine is usually kind of golden, especially bubbly, silvery kind of looking, and the white grapes are usually green to yellow. So I don't know what the farmers were thinking when they named this stuff, but it sounds good in French. So there we go. So we have this, and a Brut means it's dry. So I don't know what grapes are used. Typically speaking, there's two main ways of making sparkling wine. There's the Prosecco way with the Charmat method. It's industrial age method. They take the wine that's fermented once, like every other wine, and put it in these huge vats, pressurized vats. Throw measured yeast and sugar in there, and they turn the pressure on. In 1 or 2 weeks to a couple of months, you get bubbly. And then they bottle it afterwards. But the bubbles are put in there, and they put a top in there to keep the pressure on. Champagne is a traditional method, and they ferment it once and bottle it, and then put measured sugar and yeast in each bottle, and the bubbles occur in each bottle. The bottle in your hand, that's the bottle where the fermentation happens. So that's kind of cool. But that's pretty much 16th century technology, and Prosecco's 19th century technology. I'm going to take another sip. This is kind of like I said, the acidity is good and it tastes great. It's not complicated, but what's there is nice. And that's what you want for a mimosa. If you're going to be pouring parade fruit, orange juice, whatever. I mean, this is the perfect bottle to buy while you're getting it together. You know, you're going to add orange juice to it. Are you going to fresh squeeze the oranges? Or are you going to get the stuff bought at the grocery store? Are you going to get, pureed fruit that's mixed at the liquor store? Or are you going to get, do it yourself? You got to get the right proportions down. You got to get everything right. Got to make it look good. So you got to practice. And a $5.99 bubbly that tastes good. Actually, this is a great test bed, but it's good enough that you can actually use this. I mean, $5.99 tastes great, if you ask me. It's not as detailed. It's not as complex as really good bubbly. I mean, really good, more expensive bubbly. There's a reason why they cost more. This is a little simpler. But like I said, it's got that inviting acidity. The flavors that are there are very nice. No odd flavors, nothing off, nothing to put you off. And adding a little bit of fruit or cointreau or whatever you want to add to it, it's no big deal. Not like you're pouring it into some Dom or some Moet. Then it's kind of like, I don't know about that. So this is a $5.99 everyday bubbles from France. The who, what, where, and why the wine, I don't know, but they've been doing it for years, so they kind of got it down. And for mimosas, we're playing around with it, trying to do champagne-style cocktails. Yeah, it's a nice test bed. It's a nice way to go. You don't want to go too expensive if you're going to pour stuff into it. It's kind of a shame to do that. You don't make a Rolls Royce dune buggy. That doesn't make sense. So that's it. We got another wine, a rosé, coming up in a couple of days for Mother's Day, because mothers like rosé, I would imagine. Or at least people like to drink while mom does whatever. Take another sip. Like, we don't do ratings or numbers, but we do how many sips, I think. So that's it for me. Stay cool. Stay safe. And we got some Mother's Day suggestions coming up for the booze on Sunday. And I'll be talking to everybody in a little bit. Adios. Bye-bye.